Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Shelly, yes. How are you? Good morning. JDM, thank you. Shelly, thank you so much. That's how it's done, everybody. We love TikTok live balloons. We love them. TikTok live balloons. Good morning, J10. Ringle Marquez, good morning to you. Jules Swims, yes, thank you. John Wheat, Richard, good morning. Travis, and Akeem the Dream, good morning over there on the YT. Good morning, Ranch Miami. Hello, it's Crimp. SSS, hello. Good morning, everybody. Another day in the markets. Good morning, Mooney. Yes, SS Oscar Urbano, Flora Grisage. Good morning, everybody. We are going to start off. The trades I took yesterday was this 1 hour 200 rejection reversal back to the upside. That was trade number one on MU yesterday. And trade dose number two was, look at this, died right after that, huh? Right after that. We took this short right here. PayPal short to the downside. Okay. On the markets yesterday. Good morning, everybody. Caesar Calvo, good morning to you. Vega Candy, the believer. What's up, everybody? We got to get these TikTok live balloons. Let's go. I love TikTok live. I love TikTok shop. Go get them. 8-figure. Yes. Good morning, Elegant Fitness. Zen Candy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. JJ Challenger and Key Visions official KK. Good morning. Leroy and Vega Vague. Thank you. Yes, it is. Hello, Candy. Good morning to you. We are at 9,000 cheers. As soon as we hit 10,000, we're going to get this party started on your spots. Thank you. All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday in the markets. Hope you are doing well. Remember, Tuesdays and Thursdays, our best days in the markets. Wednesdays, comes in third. Hope you all are doing well. As we pull back here on the daily, all we ask that you do is TAP throughout the live, cheer constantly, share the live out, repost the live, all right? And donate if and when you can. Thank you, Tanya. All right, what do we got here on Miss Market? Well, our 8 starting to come away from our 20, and we are too far from our 8. So where do you think it's going to happen with a double top up here, right here? Whoop, a pullback here, okay, on the daily. So we are going to mark out that daily resistance. It's also a hold number here at 685. All right, 685 is our first level of a resistance right above the whip zone there. So we have resistance to the upside on Miss Market today. We got some strong resistance on Miss Market. As we pull this back, we're going to put all our levels in place for you. Triple bottom here at 679. All right. So we got to get back over 685.09 to the upside in this neutral state. You're going to watch your hold numbers as you start going up and up there. If you do go up, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Under 683, under the hold number, you have room down to 682. But we know our biggest range is under 682 down to 679 here on Miss Market this morning. Doesn't look too good this morning here for Miss Markets, okay? Ricardo, Mr. Dave, with the $1.99. 5 more I Love TikTok live balloons on the board. All right, we're going to head over to Oracle now. Starting to get into these neutral, wider states this morning, okay? As you can see here on Oracle, just be careful. Hey, what happened to our $70,000 a day guy from yesterday? Huh? It was going to bleed out. He got his face ripped off. Where's the $70,000 guy? Where'd he go? He vanished. Above 208, never mess with the GOAT, baby. Above 208, you got room up to 210. On Oracle, 210, neutral state, okay? Under 204.98, you got room down to 203.50 and 201 here on Oracle this morning. Good morning, Life Wonders, Daniela Yulina. Hello. Netflix. I made 70,000. No, you didn't. You can't even spell the word correctly. All right, Netflix. We are in a narrow state on Netflix. Yes, it is. Netflix is a little bit all over the place. That's normal after you get a split, okay? Boo, 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 boo. Netflix under 103.60. You have room down to 102 here on Netflix. Back over 104.31. You have room up to 107 this morning here on Netflix. As we head over to them Qs. Gotta get them Qs. Neutral state whip zone currently here on the Qs. As we back this up, boom, there is our first level of resistance. All right, as we pull this back here on the Qs, under 622, I want you under this hold number, okay? Under 622, you'll have room down to 621. Right coming in here will be major demand area, okay? You can look for some reversals back off that area. Back over 624.20. You'll have room up to 625 and 626. Remember yesterday, the $70,000 guy? We're going down today. I told you we're going down. You're in a neutral bullish state, big boy. Whoa! Whoa, where is he? I want him in here right now. I want him in here right now. Amazon. All right, what do we got here? Amazon, we are narrow. Oh, Amazon, narrow in the whip zone. We got a range here, folks. We're going to put this on watch. An alert, first one. Amazon first alert above 233. We got room up to 234 here on Amazon. That'll be your first stop, and then 236 to the upside. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. Back under 232, you have room down to 231.75, but your biggest range here will be under 231.75 down to 230.50. AMD. All right now we are in a neutral state on AMD. We are in the whip zone. Yes, neutral. Remember, you have to know your states, traders. Have to know your states. That is the most important thing you can possibly know. All right, AMD above 218. We have room up to 220 and 221. Mark that level down. Under 216, we got room down to 212 here on AMD. As we head over to Nvidia. Who was green in the markets yesterday? Who was red and who was green in the market? Put it in the chat, please. Who was red? Who was green? Red for Zen. Green. Red. Green. Penny. What's going on, Penny? Green, green, green. Green. Green, red. Come on, Nurse Mac. Green. Small red. I did exactly what you said not to. Yeah, well, that happens. You got to get over that ego. All right, Nvidia, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Nvidia. As we pull this back now, we just got pivot points here. All right, on Nvidia, whip zone above 181. We have room up to 189 here on Nvidia. Under 179, you have room down to 174 on Nvidia. Please mark these down. Please mark these down. How many of you so far are green for the month of December? Who is green for the month of December right now? Apple. Good job, PJ. A lot of VIPers. I like it. Red. Jorge, let's go. We got to fix that. There is absolutely no reason why anyone's red every month. Zero. It's inexcusable. It is inexcusable, traders. All right? Right now on Apple, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone. Under 283, we have room down to 279 here on Apple. Back over 286, we have room up to 287.50 and 289. Good job, Mr. Dave, JJ, Travis. Yes. Yes. A bloodbath for November. November was beautiful to trade. Come on. We got to do better than that, traders. Folks, there is no reason under any circumstance why anyone is red for a month. You have 20 to 22 trade. If you're red every month, you have no idea what you're doing. Zero, zilch, nada. PLTR. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone. Currently on PLTR. He is. Thank you, Daniel. Yes, we got 3 more. I love TikTok live balloons. Knock those off. Let's go. And then we will continue with our levels. We got to finish off them balloons. And then we will do PLTR. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you, Mr. Pizza. I appreciate you, Mr. Pizza. Thank you, my friend. Tanya! Jay Gilbert! Thank you, my Gilbert. All right, let's get our roses going here. All right, my beauties. Here we go. What are we doing? PLTR. Well, right now on PLTR, we are in a neutral state here. We are in the whip zone on PLTR. Above 178, you have room up to 185 on PLTR. Back under the whip zone of 173.56, we have room down to 172. That will be your first stop here on PLTR, and then 166. But right now, if we pull this back on PLTR, we're in this neutral state, so it's going to be choppy at the open. Bum, 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 bum. Nvidia. Nvidia, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Nvidia. We're marking these beauties out. Ooh, 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 no. Neutral state, we are in the whip zone, yes. Bam, bam. Above 181 here on the video, we have room up to 189. We have to get over this base to the left. 189 on Nvidia. Under 179, you have room down to 174 and 169 on Nvidia. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel 11 and Bill Boyle. Yes. Boeing. We are in the narrow state in the whip zone on Boeing. Currently on the Boweroonies as we mark out our major support and resistance. All right, Boeing. Above 202.59, you have room up to 204 and 206 here on Boeing. Under 201, you have room down to 199 on Boeing and 197 on Boeing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Tesla. Remember, traders, the one thing you must know is for the majority of you, you love the idea of trading, but you're never going to be a trader. Okay? Remember that. I need you to know that. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 on Tesla. Let's mark these out. All right, Tesla, neutral, position 1, first stop, 452. 452 here on Tesla. And then above that with a retest, 467 on Tesla here this morning, my beauties, okay? Back under 442.61, you'll have room down to 434 and 422 here on Tesla. Why won't we become traders? Because you don't have the discipline, the patience, or the equity to be a trader. Good morning, Molly. Uber. You will not make it in the options game consistently. It just won't happen. And a lot of people use options because they don't have the money, the real money to trade. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on Uber. Uber. Let's pull this back. All right, Uber, we are narrow in that whip zone Above 91, you have room up to 91.38. Above 91.38, you have room up to $93. Under 90.41, we have room down to 89.38 and 88.50 here on Uber this morning. Mark those levels down, my beauties. Boo! NQ. Oop. NQ. Yes. Look. Whoop. Whoop. From yesterday. All right, here we go. All right, here we go on NQ. Above 25, 687.25. You'll have room up to 25, 786.50. This is your golden goose right here. Everyone see this right here on NQ? Above 25, 786.50. You have room up to 26, 190 on NQ. Okay. You got to get back under 25, 564.50. And then you'll have room down to 25, 193.50. What's up, Nick D? Nick D, what's up, baby? IWM. All right, an IWM neutral whip zone here on IWM as we pull this back. Whammo, there we go. There she is. Yes, it is. All right, IWM, neutral, whip, above 249.87. You got to get above 250. You have room up to 251.13. That'll be your first stop. 251.13. Back under 248, under the whole number. You'll have room down to 247 here on IWM. Why don't we short this right here out of the whip zone? Why don't we short this out of the whip zone? How come we want to go short there, traders? Does anybody know? The state, yep, that's one. What's another one? Good job, Marcus, good job. The 200, well, you'll be under it. Why? Hold number, folks. You're not going to short into 248. Hold number. A lot of you seem to miss the hold number every day, okay? So we need to get under 247 with a retest for a move down to 245. All right? Poke through, right. No fair value gap, Trice. Get that word out of your vocabulary and you'll be a better trader. Tesla. Fair value. I love how people are like, FVG, FVG, FVG. Hold on, we got to do it. I got to do it. Here we go. Are we ready, everybody? Yes, it is. The fair value gap. This is what I love. This is when you know this is a perfect opportunity to explain. They love the idea of trading, but they're never going to be a trader. When they put FVG question mark, they don't even know what the hell it is. And that is brought to you by the Wizard. They don't even know what it is. Tesla, you got room up to 452. All right, 452 and then 467 to the upside. Under 442, you have room down to 434. Meta, let's go over to Meta. We got to hammer some more. Know what we need? Hold on, my beauties. You know what we need right now? Hey, there she is, my Space Daisy, everyone. There's my beauty. All right, hold on here. What was I doing? One second, everybody. Yes, we have the wizard. All right, where the hell is it? Why can't I find it? All right, we got 3 corgis on the board, everybody. We got 3 corgis on the board. Daniela Yulina, yes. Robin Hood, let's do it. What were we doing? Hood. Tanya, yes it is. These are for you, Tanya and Daniela. Are we ready? Are we ready? Yeah! We are in a neutral state here on Robinhood. We are in the whip zone, all right? Neutral whip zone, and now let's mark them out. Boom. Boom. All right, here we go. Robinhood above 135, 134.35. You will have room up to 140.14. Zen! 140.14 will be your first stop on Robinhood, and then 149 here on Robinhood. Back under 131.57, you'll have room down to 128 and 120 on Robinhood. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. SNDK, SanDisk. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on SanDisk. Let's pull this back. All right, back over 195. You have room up to 201 here on SNDK. Above 201 with a retest, you have room up to 210 here on SNDK. Back under that whip zone of 188. Get under the whole number. You got room down to 165 on SanDisk. MU. MU, we are in a narrow state on MU. We are in position 2 to the downside. All right, folks, here's a good trivia for you. We're narrow. This is our move to the downside currently. What are we looking to do at the open? What are we looking to do? If that bell went off right now, this very second, what would you do here on MU? The Space Navy says, wait. What are you waiting for? What are we waiting for? A cup of coffee? We got to go find support. The first thing you say to yourself is, where's support? You want to find support. You know how you do for your car keys every day? We all can never find our car keys in the morning. Where's the car keys? Where's the keys? I can't find my keys. Well, same thing here. Where's support? So we go and we hunt for support. And boom, right there, we got our 200. First support. Boom, right above it, we got our hourly for resistance. So now we have a quandrum here, right? Now we have a problemo, everybody. and I'm going to explain to you in a minute what it is. We pull this back. Right here is our move down. Above us is a 200 at 230, a hold number. Below us is a 200 at 228. So now what do? We have a 200 right here and right here. What do? Two 200s right there. They're doozies. They're both hold numbers. What in the hell do we do? Alex says short. He wants to short into that 200. Ramez says don't touch it. Okay, you ready? Option number 1. Let's pull this back. We need to get over 200 number 1 with a retest. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is we must get under the 200 with a retest. You're narrow, so then you can take that short to the downside. Okay? Because you'll be under support. We do not trade into support and resistance. Okay? You don't do it. It's not going to end well. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Thank you on your spots. What else are we looking at? Put them in the chat. GLD. So many. What do you think the 2 biggest losers are that I see every day from traders? What are they doing? What are the 2 biggest losers that I see of why they lost the trade? They trade into support or resistance is number 1. They trade into support or resistance, number 1. And what's the other one? They trade against the 20. They trade against the heartbeat of the market. Why? Why are you doing that? I don't understand it. Gold, we are in a narrow state. We are currently at this pivot right here on a gold as we mark out these major support. But you keep doing it over and over and over again. It doesn't work for you, but you keep doing it. That's what's insane to me. It's like it's almost insanity. It's borderline insanity. Under 385.85, we have room down to 383 here on GLD in a narrow state. Back over 387.42, you have room up to 390. Yes, the VIP is open, everybody. You are going to head over to theVossTrading.com. TheVossTrading.com, we're going to teach you how to trade properly. Or you could continue losing every day. That choice is up to you. But that's where you're going to go to get into our amazing VIP. How many VIP traders do we have in here right now? Put me in the chat. How many VIP traders do we currently have in the chat? Whoa! Holy moly! Let's go! Yes, it is. If you had to do it all over again, would you join the VIP? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. We haven't taken this poll in a while. Would you join all over again? Whoa! Much earlier. Good. I love you guys. I love you all. I just wish you would stop trading into support and resistance every day. All right, here we go. But you will eventually. Don't worry. You'll get it. I did the same shit. Right now, we're in a narrow state. We are in position 2. Yes, it is. Yes, it is over there. We got room down to $60.40 and $60 here on PayPal, okay? Above $61.57, we have room up to $62.50 and $64. Let me tell you something. The short I took on PayPal yesterday, I was in that trade for 30 minutes exactly. Thank you, Flora. 30 minutes I was in that trade. God, I hate trading PayPal. I hate PayPal. 30 minutes. Meta. I stopped looking at it after a while. I put a stop in, and I said, you know what? If I lose it at this point, I don't. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state on Meta. We are in position 2 to the upside. All right, here we go. Learning time. Are we ready, my beauties? This is our move to the upside. What are we doing? This bell goes off right now. What are you doing on Meta? What's up, Miss Terry? Miss Terry says waiting. What are you doing, everybody? We just talked about this going to the downside. Did they have news? We don't care. What are we doing? No, we are looking for major resistance. We're going the other way now. Now we got to look for major resistance. Let's go get it. Let's go. Boom, right here. 681, first level of resistance. And then 690. Boom, right there. Okay, now let's pull this back and let's see why. We're not looking to go long anymore. We're not going long. It already made the move to the upside. Where are you going? All right? You're saying come to Papa. Let it go long up to major resistance. Now we're watching up here. Are we coming down? Are we going to get a double top? A cycle SCOR? Whammo! That's what you're looking for. We're not chasing this to the upside. Now, with that said, there's our 50%. If we pull back, whoop, 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 and we stay above this level here, 662, then we can look for longs coming off of that level. Or under 662, you can look for shorts back to the downside. Those are 3 options. Those are 3 options that you got. But what a lot of you are going to do is you're going to do this at the open. Ding, 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 ding. We're going to the moon. And then whammo! That's what's going to happen. And then you're going to sit there and you're going to catch flies. Did you ever see the trader that catches flies? Does anyone know what that looks like? Does anyone know what that looks like? The trader that catches flies? Want me to show you? That's when they get into a trade, they lose, and they do this. They're catching flies. NQ. NQ, we are in the whip zone. Can you do a whip zone, Voss, on NQ? How many times I hear that every day? Can we still do whip zone, Voss, on NQ? Can we? Well, here's your whip zone right here. Above 25,687.25, you have room up to 25,786.50. Back under the whip zone of 25,604, you have room down to 25,564.50 here on NQ, and then 25,193.50. Let's go, Soki. Let's go, Soki, Soki, Soki. Woo, woo, woo. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. Let's go. You know you love watching this. Let's go. Neutral state, narrow state, whip zone. Above 91, you have room up to 91.38 and then $93 here on Uber. Under the whip zone of 90.41, you have room down to 89.38 and 88.50. Let's go, Mr. Dave. They got to be cheering over there. Everyone on the YT and TikTok, let's go. Everybody, we got a blitz. Hit that phone. Go, go, go. Let's go, Soki. Let's go, Soki. My new golf clubs came in last night, folks. I slept with them. My new golf clubs came in. I unwrapped them, and I slept with them. I was like, oh, my babies. Oh, my goo-goos. Oh, my babies. Am I supposed to sleep with them? Someone said we're supposed to sleep with them. Hopefully they can hit them. They hit automatically for me. All right. Right now, Microsoft. Narrow whip zone here on Microsoft. Right there. Boom. Resistance. Right out of the gate. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that, everybody? All right, Microsoft. Above, I want you above 486. Not the whip zone. The whip zone's here. I want you over 486. You'll have room up to 493. That's your first level of resistance, okay? Under 477.50, you have room down to 475. But we know the golden goose is under 475. Major support level there. Let's get under that, baby. Retest it, and let's come back to 468. You got to build that relationship with them. Absolutely. I need my golf clubs to love me. Because every day they say, boss, yes. Why do you treat me like duty? You know what that means? You don't swing me right. See, I can admit when I suck. I duty golf. No, I'm not too bad. I've only been playing 2.5 years, so that's not too bad. We're in a neutral state. We are in position 1 here on Google. We got room up to 325 and 327 on the Googaroonies this morning. Back under 320, we got room down to 318 and 317. The hell? Robin Hood. Oh, Robin Hood, oh, Robin Hood, why is your platform so garbage? We are in a neutral state. We're in the whip zone. Above 134.35, you have room up to 140 here on Robin Hood. Under 131.57, we got room down to 128 on Robin Hood, and then 120 on Robin Hood. Oh, Robin Hood, oh, Robin Hood, why is your platform garbage? Neutral state right now on SPY. We are in a neutral state, yes. Right here, traders, right here, we got to watch. 685.41. 685. Remember we talked about this level above 685 when we first got on? You'll have room up to that resistance now of 687. 687. Watch that daily. Got a double top right there. Right here is a double top. Do not do it. Under 683.20, you have room back down to 682. Amazon. I still haven't perfected that yet. Amazon. We are in a neutral state. Neutral. We are in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone. Above 233, we got room up to 234 here on Amazon. And then 236 on Amazon to the upside, okay? Under 232, we got room down to 231.75 and 231. Muck the duck. It's not so much the platform, it's the broker. You got to find a good broker, a direct access routing broker. How many of you trade with a DAR broker? How many people trade with a DAR broker in here? We got to hammer them roses. Let's go, my beauties. Roses. Powder says yes. Most of you don't even know what that is, do you? If you don't know what a DAR broker is, please put me in the chat. Wow, that many, huh? Oh, boy is right. Jesus. All right. A direct access routing broker is a broker where you pay commissions. So I will explain it to you real quick. Okay? This is called the moneymaker, the middleman, as we call them. When we use Webull, Think or Swim, Robinhood, when you make a trade, it goes to the moneymaker, the middleman first. Then the middleman sends it to the exchange. The exchange sends it back to the moneymaker and then to you. So that's why you have bad fills. Okay? Got it? When you use a direct access routing broker, you eliminate this person. You go right to the exchange yourself. But in order to do that, you have to pay commissions on your trade. Got it? Yes, because you're directly routing your access to the exchange. Do we got it, my beauties? Donna Bell. Yes, it is Donna Bell. Thank you, beautiful. All right. Apple. Apple, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone on Apple. Under 283, we have room down to 279. 279. Above 286, we have room up to 287.50. At 288.72. Apple's now needed that pullback. Remember I talked about this yesterday? Remember I said, don't do it. We got the pullback we needed. Now I will start to look at Apple again. Folks, a lot of trading is common sense. All right? Iron. Think of it as common sense. When you have something that does this, it's going out, it's going to the moon. When we see that, common sense tells you, well, we're going to pull back because of the market cycle. The problem is 9 out of 10 traders don't even know what a market cycle is. So that's our first problem. So a trader, if I ask them, what number of the market cycle did you trade on? And they say, what's that mean? Or if I say, well, what state was your stock in when you entered the trade? And if they say, what does that mean? Or if I say, what position were you in when you entered the trade? And they say, what does that mean? Or if I say to them, what event did you take on that trade? And they say, what does that mean? I know you are losing every month in the market immediately. Soon as you tell me this one, I know every month you lose when you don't know that one. Immediately, boom, they lose every month in the market. They're red. How many of you were red every single month in the market before you knew number 2? Put me in the chat. I just want to take a poll here. How many of you were losing? Look at all of these. Me. See, Papa Yoda, I love you, but he wants to look at Meta. Why does he want to look at Meta? Does anybody know? Because he thinks it's going to the moon. Folks, your resistance points are right there. That's where they are. They haven't changed. All right? We do not chase in the market. For some reason, when something starts going up, everyone jumps. They're like, they think they saw the prettiest girl in the room just show up. Oh my God! Oh my God! Whoa! Everybody get in that thing! We're going to the moon! To the moon! Get on the train! Here it comes! And then they lose. And then they lose. You got to get that out of your mind, guys. Get it out. Get it out. Come on. You want to watch the pullback? Yes. Good job, Papa Yoda. Yes, it is. That's what I like. Ochi girl. There she is. All right, IWM, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone above 250. You have room up to 251 on IWM. 251, okay? Nothing more, nothing less. Under 248, you have room down to 247. Nothing more, nothing less. We do the same thing every day, traders. The same thing. The news, the news, the news. The more you trade the news, finish that sentence. The more you trade the news, the more you lose. You got it. AMD, we are in the whip zone. Neutral above 218. We have room up to 220 and 221. Under 216.06, you have room down to 212 here on AMD. We are at 154. Cheers. Let's go, babies. Let's go. Finish those roses off, my beauties. Amazon, we are in a narrow state. We're in position 1 here on Amazon, okay? We have room up to 234. 234 on Amazon is your first level of resistance. Back under 232, the whole number, you have room down to 231.75. Okay, 231.75 and then 230.50. All-time highs coming. Kyle Oliveri. Are we ready? This is the Grand Wizard. The Grand Wizard is here. All-time highs coming. All-time highs coming from the Grand Wizard. The Grand Wizard, yes. Whoa. We met him. Thank you, Kyle Oliveri, for bringing out the Grand Wizard. Yes, it is. Guy's like 5 years old. 5 years old. Joe Trevelyan, Jules Swims, Pooty, what's up, my Pooty? Yes, thank you so much. Still wearing diapers, this guy. ASTS. Goo Goo Gaga. We need to put the baby bottle in the chat, everybody. Please put the baby bottle in the chat. Goo Goos and Gagas and Moo Moos. All right, currently on ASTS, let me see those baby bottles. Yes, it is. Thank you. ASTS, currently, we are in a neutral state position 2. You got room up to $65. $65. Under 61.83, you got room down to 60.50 and $59 whole number here on ASTS. Watch this 200 right here. Whoop, 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 whoop. If you haven't figured out yet, when you have a 200 that looks like that, things don't go well for you. SOXL. We had to pull out the Grand Wizard, folks. We had a fetus in here, and they were saying that all-time highs. Fetus, baby. All right, SOXL, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone above 46.66. We have room up to $48. $48. Under $45, we got room down to $44 and $42. Thank you, Zen is now the title gifter of the roses. Yes, it is. Thank you, my Zen method. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my Zen. Ramez Radwan, CRM. Little Salesforce here. All right, CRM. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. We got 200 support here at 242.50. 242.50. You got room up to 248.50 here. 248.50 on CRM. Now, we have a 200 here. Under the support with a retest, you're coming back to 239. 239. Thank you, Zen. I love you, my brother. Fit Wakely, there he is. What are you doing over here? I love it, my Fit. I love it, my Fit Wakely. Meta, we are in a narrow state. We are up there. Oh, look. Oh, my God, it went all the way up. Now it's coming all the way down. Now it's coming all the way down. Yes, all the way up and now all the way down. Oh, my God. What's going on with this thing? 680 is your first level of resistance. 680. That's what happens when you hit 691. You come back down. All right, 691. 50% Fit. Count you your baby. Roll call, Zen Method, Bill Boyle, finish off those roses as a team. Joel, Jules, Pooty, User, Daniela, Pop-Pop, Elio, Sue Felicia, The Hammer, Donna Bell. Thank you, my Donna Bell. Fit Wakely, there he is. Yes, it is. Why the jump up? Andy, we don't care. That's the thing, Andy. We don't care why a stock is doing something. It is irrelevant. You trade your setups and your setups only. Okay? You trade your setups and your setups only. That's all we care about. Shelly Stringer, User, Andrew Mooney, 8-figure, Candy, Tanya, Daniel, None, Riri, that's me, Chad, Molly, Hey, Dex, Marcus, Coach, Space Daisy, Bill Boyle, Anya Spots, Jessica, P. Lodge, Daniela, K. Braden, Adorable Dad. Thank you, everyone, so much. Elio, Pooty, Haber, 11, Mighty, for all those, donations. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Tap that screen, share that live. Are we ready? Are we ready, traders? Are we ready? It is Thursday in the markets. Remember, my beauties, head over to our VIP, get in there and start learning. Because every day you wait, another day goes by. You know that, of losses. And I don't want to see you lose. We will teach you how to trade properly. TheVossTrading.com, or click the link in my YouTube or TikTok profile. And that is where you get in to the VIP. Have a great day, everybody. Make the world a better place. Give somebody a hug. And let's go get it today in the markets here on Thursday, December 4th. We'll see you later, everybody.